Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back to another fun and useful episode of Super English Talks, the place where you can improve your English while learning something interesting. I'm so happy you're here today. Thank you for your amazing support. I truly appreciate the time and energy you share with us. Every time you listen, every time you practice, you're taking an important step forward, not only in your English learning, but also in your personal growth. You are the reason we create these episodes, and I'm grateful for each and every one of you. Today, we have a very special topic, the power of visualization. This word might sound big or difficult, but don't worry. I will explain it step by step in simple English so you can understand and enjoy it. Visualization is a way of using your imagination to see something in your mind before it happens in real life. It can help in many areas: your studies, your work, your dreams, your English learning, and even your daily activities. Many successful people use it, and after today, you can too. Why is it so powerful? Because our mind is strong. The thoughts and pictures we hold in our head can shape what we do in real life. When you clearly imagine something, it becomes easier to make it happen. For example, if you imagine yourself speaking English confidently, your brain is already preparing you to do it well. Visualization helps you prepare, practice, and believe in yourself before you even start. It can make you stronger, braver, and more successful in many parts of life. In today's episode, you'll learn what visualization really means, how it works, and why it's called mental practice. The benefits, like feeling more confident, reducing stress, and improving performance. Simple steps to start practicing, even if you've never tried it before. A short personal story to show its power. At the end, I'll leave you with some final thoughts and motivation to help you start using this tool today. So, are you ready? Sit back, relax, and let's explore not just the world, but also yourself. Let's discover the power of visualization and how it can help you create the life you want and the English skills you dream of. I'll keep this simple so you can follow along and even repeat some parts later to practice your speaking. So, what is visualization? In the easiest words, visualization is when you make a picture or a short movie in your mind. You imagine something you want to do or something you want to happen. You close your eyes, relax, and start to see it in your mind, like watching a short film where you are the main character. It's not magic, and it's not pretending. It's a mental exercise, a way to prepare for something by imagining it before it happens. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine you're a student who feels nervous about giving a presentation in class. You're scared you might make mistakes or forget your words. But before the big day, you sit quietly, close your eyes, and picture yourself standing in front of the class. You see yourself smiling, speaking clearly, and the class listening carefully. You imagine feeling calm and confident. You even see your classmates smiling and hear yourself giving a great talk. Even though it hasn't happened yet, your mind is already practicing it. That's visualization. Here's another example. You want to run a race. Before you put on your running shoes, you sit down and imagine yourself running fast, feeling strong, and crossing the finish line with a big smile. You see it clearly in your mind. Your brain is already preparing you for success before you even start moving. That's why some people call visualization mental practice or seeing in your mind. You're training your brain just like you train your body. In fact, your brain can't always tell the difference between something you do in real life and something you imagine in detail. This is why athletes often visualize their races or games before they play. They picture themselves winning, scoring points, or making the perfect move. By doing this, they train their minds to feel confident and ready. Artists do the same. They imagine finishing a painting or giving a wonderful performance before they start. Public speakers often visualize themselves giving a strong, clear speech to an audience. Students do it too. They picture themselves passing a test or learning a new language. Why do we call it mental practice? Because, just like practicing a sport or a musical instrument, you are practicing success in your mind. You create a clear picture of what you want to achieve, which helps you feel more ready and confident when the real moment comes. Visualization prepares your mind to face the situation calmly and with focus. That's why people who visualize often feel less nervous and more focused when it's time to act. And you don't need to be a professional athlete or a famous artist to use it. You can practice visualization before a job interview, before speaking English with someone new, before taking an exam, or even before starting a big project. The best part is, anyone can do it, anytime, anywhere. All you need is your imagination and a few quiet minutes. To sum up, visualization is the simple but powerful act of seeing success in your mind before it happens in real life. It's mental practice that helps you prepare, build confidence, and focus on your goals. It's like giving yourself a mental preview of success. And the more you practice, the clearer and stronger your mental images will become, making you even more ready to succeed. How does visualization work? Now that we know what it is, you might ask, how can simply imagining something help me do better in real life? Here's the simple answer. Your brain is amazing. It has a special way of connecting your thoughts and your actions. When you imagine something in great detail, your brain sends signals to your body almost as if you were really doing it. For example, if you close your eyes and imagine squeezing a lemon, you might notice your mouth starting to water. That's because your brain is reacting to the image, even though there's no lemon in front of you. This is exactly how visualization works. When you imagine something clearly, your brain and body start preparing for it. Athletes know this very well. Many top athletes use visualization before competitions. A runner might sit quietly before a race, close their eyes, and picture themselves running smoothly, breathing easily, and crossing the finish line. They see every step, every breath, and even the feeling of winning. It's not only physical practice that makes them strong. Mental practice plays a huge role too. It's this mental practice that gives people an extra boost of confidence and focus. Artists and musicians also use visualization. Before going on stage, a musician might picture themselves giving a perfect performance, holding their instrument, playing every note beautifully, and hearing the audience clap at the end. This mental image calms their nerves and makes them feel ready to perform well. And you don't need to be an athlete or a musician to use it. Let's take an everyday example. Imagine you're a student who needs to give a presentation in class. You feel nervous because you don't want to make mistakes. Before the big day, you find a quiet place, close your eyes, and imagine the moment. You see yourself standing in front of the class, smiling and speaking clearly. You imagine your friends and teacher listening carefully. You feel confident and happy. When you do this, your brain starts preparing for the real moment. So when you actually stand up in class, you feel less nervous because in your mind, you've already done it. So, how does visualization work? It works by helping your brain and body connect your imagination to real action. It trains your mind to expect success and to feel ready before you start. The more you practice, the stronger the link becomes between your thoughts and your actions. Now, remember, visualization is not magic. You still need real-world practice. But when you combine physical practice with mental practice, you give yourself the best chance to succeed. That's why so many successful people use it. It prepares them not just physically, but also mentally and emotionally. And the best part? You can start using it today. Benefits of visualization. You might be wondering, why should I spend time imagining things? How will this really help me? Well, visualization has been proven to help people in many areas of life. And it's not just daydreaming. It's a way to train your brain to support you, prepare you, and work with you toward success. Let's break down the biggest benefits in a simple way. 1. Visualization builds confidence. When you imagine yourself doing something well, you start believing you can actually do it. For example, if you picture yourself giving a speech in English successfully, your brain gets used to the idea that you can do it. That belief gives you inner strength and helps you face challenges with a positive attitude. Without confidence, we often give up before we even start. But when you visualize success, you start to believe in yourself, and that changes everything. 2. Visualization reduces fear and stress. When you imagine yourself handling a situation well, you're sending your brain a message. This isn't as scary as it seems. Your body relaxes, and your mind feels calmer. By seeing yourself succeed in your imagination, you take away some of the fear and become more focused and confident in real life. 3. Visualization improves performance. This is why so many top athletes, musicians, and public speakers use it. By practicing in their minds, they sharpen their actual skills. For example, a basketball player who imagines making perfect shots is training their brain to send the right signals to their body. A student who imagines answering questions clearly and correctly is preparing their brain to respond well in the real situation. When you combine physical practice with mental practice, you often improve faster and perform more consistently. 4. Visualization helps you set and reach goals. When you can clearly see your goal in your mind, it's easier to move toward it. Let's say you want to pass an English test. You can imagine yourself studying every day, practicing with friends, and then seeing a great score on your paper. By keeping this positive image in your mind, you remind yourself why you're working hard. This makes it easier to stay on track and not give up when challenges come. 5. Visualization boosts motivation. Sometimes we lose energy when working toward a goal, but when you picture yourself already achieving it, you feel excited to keep going. For example, if you're learning English and feel tired or frustrated, imagine yourself speaking fluently, traveling to new countries, or making friends from around the world. This mental picture can give you the push you need to continue, even when the journey feels long. Everyday examples. You can use visualization in many daily situations. If you have an important test, don't just sit in fear. Close your eyes and imagine yourself answering every question confidently and passing with a great score. If you need to speak in public, picture yourself standing tall, speaking clearly, and hearing the audience respond positively. Even small challenges, like preparing for a job interview or trying something new, can feel easier when you've already seen yourself doing them successfully in your mind. You simply picture yourself doing well and let that positive image guide your real actions. In the end, visualization is powerful because it works on many levels. It helps your mind, your emotions, and even your body get ready for success. It builds confidence, reduces fear, improves performance, keeps you focused on your goals, and gives you the motivation to keep going. And the best part? It's free, it's easy, and you can start anytime, anywhere. How to practice visualization, step by step. Now that we've talked about what visualization is, how it works, and why it's so useful, you might be wondering, how do I actually do it? Don't worry, it's simpler than you think. Let's go step by step, so you can start right away. Step 1. Find a quiet place. This is important because you need to focus without distractions. You don't need anything special, just somewhere you can sit or lie down comfortably. It could be your bedroom, a quiet corner at home, or even a peaceful spot outside. The key is to be somewhere you feel calm and safe. Step 2. Close your eyes and relax. Take a few slow, deep breaths. Breathe in gently through your nose. Hold it for a second, then breathe out through your mouth. With each breath, feel your body relaxing. Let go of tension in your shoulders, neck, and face. This helps calm your body and open your mind to imagining positive things. Step 3. Picture your goal in detail. Now comes the heart of the practice. Create a clear, vivid image in your mind. For example, if your goal is to give a great presentation in English, imagine yourself standing confidently in front of the class or audience. Picture the room, the people watching you, your body language, and the way your voice sounds. See yourself smiling, speaking clearly, and sharing your ideas with ease. The more details you include, the stronger your visualization becomes. Imagine what you see, what you hear, even what you might smell or feel. Make the picture as real as possible in your mind. And here's the most important part. Feel the emotions as if it's really happening. Don't just watch yourself like you're in a movie. Step into the moment. Feel the confidence, the excitement, and the pride. Feel the joy of doing well and the satisfaction of reaching your goal. These emotions are key because they help your brain link the image in your mind to real-life experiences. When you practice feeling success in your imagination, you make it easier to feel confident and positive when the real moment comes. Visualization works best when you repeat it regularly. This isn't something you do once and forget about. It's a practice, just like exercising or learning a skill. Set aside a few minutes every day to visualize your goals. You can do it in the morning to prepare for your day or at night before you sleep. The more often you practice, the stronger your mental pictures will be, and the more naturally your confidence will grow. And here's one last tip. Always keep it positive and clear. Focus on what you want to happen, not on what you fear. For example, if you're preparing for a test, don't picture yourself failing or forgetting answers. Instead, imagine yourself answering calmly and correctly. Clear, positive images train your brain to expect good results and guide you toward them. So, let's review the steps one more time. 1. Find a quiet place. 2. Close your eyes and relax. 3. Imagine your goal in detail. See it, hear it, and feel it. 4. Include positive emotions as if it's really happening. 5. Practice regularly and keep your images focused on success. Feel the positive emotions. Repeat often. Keep your focus clear and positive. That's it. Visualization is simple, but incredibly powerful. It's like a mental workout. It prepares you for success, builds your confidence, and keeps you motivated as you move toward your goals. You don't have to be perfect at it. Just start small, practice a little every day, and watch how your mind and your actions begin to change. Over time, you'll feel stronger, braver, and more ready to face challenges. All thanks to the simple power of visualization. Common mistakes and tips. Now, let's talk about some common mistakes people make when practicing visualization and how to avoid them so you get better results. Visualization is a powerful tool, but like any skill, it works best when you practice it the right way. Many people give up or feel frustrated because of small mistakes that block their progress. Let's go through them one by one. Mistake 1. Focusing on negative images. Sometimes, when people try to visualize success, their mind keeps showing failure, mistakes, or fear. For example, instead of picturing yourself speaking English confidently, You might keep imagining yourself forgetting words or making mistakes. This is normal. Our brains often jump to the negative because of fear. Tip: when you notice these negative pictures, gently bring your mind back to positive ones. Don't get upset with yourself. Just remind yourself, I choose to focus on success, not failure. Over time, your positive mental images will become stronger and easier to hold. Mistake 2, not being consistent. Some people try visualization once or twice, then stop because they think it doesn't work or they don't have time. But visualization is like a muscle, it gets stronger with regular use. Tip: make it a daily habit. Even 5 to 10 minutes a day can make a big difference. Try it in the morning to prepare for the day, or at night to end your day on a positive note. The key is to keep going, even when you feel busy or tired. Mistake 3, relying only on visualization. Some think that just imagining success is enough. But visualization is only one part of the process. You still need to take real action toward your goals. Tip: combine visualization with real practice. If you imagine yourself speaking English fluently, also practice speaking, listening, and learning new words. Think of visualization as your mental coach, giving you confidence and focus so you can perform better in real life. Mistake 4, losing patience. Many people expect quick results after just a few days or weeks, and they quit when progress feels slow. Tip: remember, visualization is a long-term process. It changes how you think, feel, and act, and that takes time. Be patient. The benefits will grow the more you practice. Trust the process. Be patient with yourself. Celebrate the small improvements, a little more confidence, a little less fear, a little more focus. These tiny changes will add up over time. If you stay patient and keep practicing, the bigger results will come. Let's quickly review the main points. Focus on positive thoughts. Practice regularly. Combine visualization with real actions. Stay patient and trust the process. If you follow these tips, you'll avoid the common mistakes that stop many people, and you'll give yourself the best chance to succeed. Remember, you're training your mind to work with you, not against you. And that's a very powerful thing. A short story. To make visualization even clearer, let me share a simple story with you. It's not from my real life, but it's an example of how this technique can work in everyday situations. Imagine a young woman named Anna. She's a university student learning English. She loves the language, but whenever she has to speak in front of the class, she gets nervous. Her heart races, her hands shake, and her mind goes blank. She knows the words, but fear takes over and everything disappears. One day, Anna decides she's tired of feeling this way. She reads about visualization and how it can build confidence. So she decides to try it. Every evening before bed, Anna sits quietly in her room. She closes her eyes, takes a deep breath, and begins to imagine. She sees herself standing at the front of her classroom. She pictures the room, the faces of her classmates, and hears the sound of her own clear, steady voice. She sees herself smiling, standing tall, and speaking with confidence. She imagines answering the teacher's questions easily and feeling proud when she finishes, with her classmates smiling back at her. At first, it feels strange. She wonders, can just imagining success really help? But Anna chooses to trust the process and keep going. Every night, she visualizes the same scene. Slowly, she notices something. Her body feels calmer when she thinks about speaking. Her heart doesn't race as much. She starts to believe that maybe, just maybe, she really can do it in real life. The day of Anna's next presentation arrives. She still feels a little nervous, and that's perfectly normal. But this time, something is different. She remembers the images she's been practicing in her mind. She takes a deep breath, steps to the front of the class, and begins. Her voice feels steadier. Her words flow more smoothly. She makes eye contact with her classmates and even finds herself enjoying the moment. When she finishes, a wave of pride and happiness washes over her. She did it. From that day on, Anna begins using visualization in other areas of her life. She visualizes staying calm and focused before exams. She imagines herself answering confidently before job interviews. She even uses it in sports, picturing herself playing well and having fun. Visualization becomes her simple but powerful secret weapon, helping her reach her goals and believe in herself. This story shows something important. Visualization is not magic. It won't work without practice or effort, but it is a real mental tool that can change the way you feel and act. By imagining success, you train your brain to expect good results, and that expectation gives you the strength to face challenges. Whether you're a student like Anna, an athlete, an artist, or simply someone working toward a personal goal, visualization can help you build confidence, reduce fear, and take positive steps forward. So think about your own life for a moment. What's one situation where you feel nervous or unsure? What's one goal you'd love to achieve? Start practicing visualization for that moment. See yourself succeeding. Feel the pride, the joy, the calm confidence. Trust that with time and practice, you can change not only how you think, but also how you act. Remember, you have the power to shape your own success, one mental picture at a time. As we close today's episode, let's remember why visualization works so well. It's not just daydreaming or wishing. It's an active mental workout, training your brain to focus on success, confidence, and positive results. When you imagine yourself performing well, whether it's speaking English, passing a test, giving a presentation, or chasing a personal dream, you're building a mental map your brain can follow. So when the real moment comes, you're not stepping into the unknown. You're stepping into something you've already lived in your mind, prepared, strong, and ready. Visualization is a powerful tool. It connects what you think in your mind to what you do in real life. It helps you believe in yourself even before you take the first step. Think about how many times fear or self-doubt has stopped you. Maybe you've told yourself, "I can't do this. I will fail." When we think that way, it often becomes true, not because we can't do it, but because we don't give ourselves the chance to try. Visualization offers a better way. Instead of focusing on fear or failure, you focus on success. You imagine yourself doing well. You picture the result you want, and that picture becomes your guide. I want to invite you to try visualization today. Don't wait for the perfect time or the perfect situation. There is no such thing. Start with something small in your life. Maybe you have an English conversation coming up. Maybe you want to do well on a small project at work or school. Here's what you can do. Find a quiet place. Close your eyes. Imagine yourself doing that task successfully. See the details in your mind. Where you are, what you're doing, how you're feeling. Feel the confidence. Feel the calmness. Feel the happiness of doing well. You don't need to spend hours on this. Even a few minutes of practice can help. And the more you do it, the easier and more powerful it becomes. Remember, you don't have to be perfect. You don't need to imagine every tiny detail. What matters most is the feeling and the focus. When you visualize success, you're teaching your brain to expect good things. This creates positive energy inside you. That energy motivates you, helps you take action, and brings you closer to your goals. So, here's my short, positive message for you. You have the power to create your own success. You don't have to wait for luck. You don't need permission from anyone to believe you are good enough. You can start right now by using your mind in a powerful way. Visualize the person you want to become. Visualize the small and big goals you want to achieve. Then take real steps to make them happen. Thank you for spending this time with me here at Super English Talks. I hope today's message has inspired you and given you a simple but effective tool for your life. Remember, you're stronger than you think. With practice, patience, and belief in yourself, you can reach your goals. Keep practicing your English. Keep believing in your dreams. And keep visualizing the amazing things you can do. I'm proud of you. I can't wait to talk to you again in the next episode. Until then, take care and keep moving forward.